So the Tyrone G. Ray show is back now, but not always up in my room. Somewhere else. I wouldn't normally talk loud because I live in the house with someone else, so I wouldn't talk very loud. I wouldn't. That's the stuff from my side. Later on, I would continue this video. Another topic was something else. Just saying some stuff from this video. And now it's about two wrestlers from WWE. Now it's Raw. That we back on this again because some people apparently are jealous of other people when they're in the business of other company. Now this channel is for certain wrestlers. I ain't gonna say here or any wrestler from WWE, even for Raw or SmackDown brands. I ain't gonna say I'm against or I can't stand or don't like Sasha Banks. I know nobody never really said anything, but because I know they got the other channel, Sasha Banks fans. I may be an Alexa Bliss fan, but this is coming now for me being that and being an Alexa Bliss fan and speaking on my take on it and saying that now we're talking about a fight between Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss now. But that's been going on about some time, but it just started up recently some time ago, and they're still on it though. Is anybody else, if they're not on it, they still want to talk about it. The media likes to spin stuff and say things that isn't there and think that because you're spectating and speculating stuff. I'm back up because I thought about it to myself and said, how dare somebody try to tell me how to think about something and how to respond to something because I'm not there. I don't have to literally be there to know and see my truth on something. Now, when you're talking about R. Kelly and everything and how you got all them women up in that place, you didn't say to me, so you're R. Kelly's personal assistant. So you know what's going on. You never know. R. Kelly may be a too. So I can agree with you on R. Kelly, but not Alexa Bliss. Is that it? Because it's wrestling. I've watched wrestling for 30-something years. So you're going to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Wow. And I don't even have to swear or cuss about it right now. It's on time. It's not really, really early. But somebody to them, it might be early because they're asleep. So you're going to tell me what I don't know what I'm talking about. You got to be freaking kidding me. I know what I'm talking. Maybe you don't know. Then the reply comes from the other person who wants to say yesterday, no, Alexa Bliss is holding a grudge. How could she not talk about a broken nose? See, that's the mistake of us being in this war and this media and this whole thing that we know on this platform here. You're entitled to your opinion, I'm entitled to mine, and I don't have to agree with yours. I don't have to, and I'm not going to. I'm going to keep my stance. I'm fighting you today, devil. I'm fighting you. Because ever since I came in this month, and I come in this month every year, you want to start something in April, all the way up to November. You like to pick random fights with me and stuff. But I'm going to fight you because I'm going to be right. That's what's going to end up happening. I'm not changing my mind. You gave me the same crap years ago with John Cena, saying how he sucks and he's not that great. And then you want to spit on the other side and say, there's always some haters always crying on John Cena. Now look now. Only took a few with The Rock in 2013 for y'all to leave John Cena alone after he said that he didn't give a crap about anybody thought about him. When some wrestler gets into their career in their 20s, their early to late 20s, all of a sudden you want to trash them, you want to talk them down, you want to put them down, you want to knock them down. That's exactly what you want to do. Anytime anybody get in their career, you want to trash them. Or anybody that's not in their career form of work of wrestling, any media, if it's a movies, if it's TV, or something like a regular show like me, writing up being in school, you want to clown them. But come on, I get you. I get the haters. I get them, they always got to start something. And they end up being wrong again. And they don't do nothing but go quietly into the night. And they go sitting somewhere, sipping, drinking their tea or their coffee, and having nothing better to do. And then when they can't fight with nobody no more, then they ain't got nothing to say. But every time it's something controversial, I know they got something to say. It was like that time with that video for the Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle show when Betty didn't want to hurt that fan, by the way. You didn't know that. Maybe she didn't feel like hugging that fan. By the way, maybe she's human. Maybe she was tired of something. But see, because y'all see the glitz and glamours of wrestling and the storylines, you automatically assume that somebody just is as they just is. Because it's just an opinion. You only go on an opinion. You don't live with them. You don't know what their life is like. I may not either. If you call me on that, then you could be right. But no, I'm not about to sit back and cater to you. No, I'm not about to do that. What you want to do is pick fights with me. I might reply back after the third or fourth time, but it's the last time I'm going to reply back. You're not going to stop me from liking this wrestler. I don't say that I hate Sasha Banks. I ain't going to say that I don't like her. I may like her too, but I do like Alexa Bliss too on the side. So what? I am a fan. Big deal. You're not all in love with entirely, but a fan. Just the admiration, respect as a fan for the story and the program and the work and the character portrayed in the ring. The She-Man portrayed in the ring and Banks portrayed in the ring. You're not going to take me off of that, though. But I am who I am, and that's all that I am. And I'm not changing what I am because you all of a sudden want to put a hypocrisy and a double standard on me. And I see what you're doing. You only do this when there's something controversial. Now take this different opinion, on here this morning. So you are Alexa's personal assistant or something you do, maybe, she's too. First of all, you ain't even asking the question, even saying it right. Because you made yourself look like an ass. You're being a dumbass now. If you correctly told me that she was nowhere in the realm of Rey Mysterio, but she said she mirrors the stuff. You twisted what I said and took it out of context months ago last year. I'm no stranger to this. When I go on SoapNet and bought something about a character from General Hospital, saying that they were the day that they ever did face on in the life of Nathan before they killed the character off. You told me how I'm spelled and I be in school. I know, first of all, I know how to spell Rue a day. I know how to spell Rue a day. I don't need your correction on how to spell Rue a day. That's what I don't need. I don't need you telling me how to do anything for that matter, But you want to be right. I know it. And that's not all anyways, You're coming at me and starting it with me because I gave an opinion and platform on here and I have every right to speak my mind and say what I think about something. I don't have to adjust myself to you, and I'm not apologizing for my statement. I think the way I think. I have my style and I talk the way I talk. You have your style and you talk the way you talk. I'm not changing you. I don't expect you to change me, That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Because I seem to see more and I still disagree, you know, and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, it could be avoided. I did say that they need to separate from each other because every time that they have a way that WWE has a way to force enemies against even real life enemies, they force them to get along with each other. Even one of my older younger boys said this before. They force them. They know they like to do that. They have to force people to kiss each other and make up, go each other when they still can't stand each other. It's some people, okay, that mix with like oil and water. They just don't get along. You can't put them in a room and expect them to, bring harmony. They're gonna bring some chaos. They're gonna bring some mess. A lot of fuse. It takes two people in the room to turn the light on, but it also takes two people in the room to turn it off, to bring darkness. And that's usually what happens. I'm not saying it's necessarily them, but I'm just saying it just happens with anybody sometimes. You can't force two people to get along. That might be WWE's fault for that. But I might go her in the route when she was in NXT and I saw something on here when she said that she ain't trying to make friends. The people who really ain't trying to make friends and get along with everybody, the people who don't expect everybody to agree with them and don't expect everybody to like them, and they can't talk to everybody, those are the ones that don't carry far in their career. Sasha Banks may not go as far in her career as she could go because as far as unless she goes somewhere else where her talents is utilized. In WWE, it may not really happen. She's pulling the CM Punk route. Like when CM Punk was in the company and he didn't get everything and you crapped on CM Punk. He was supposed to have a main event before he left out the company. And instead, it was to go against Triple H, and everything like that. And this is shooting straight from the hip. Personal assistant. Now, I don't have to be a personal assistant. Fuck a damn personal assistant. Fuck that. I don't care what you think about personal assistant. You can kiss my ass on that one. It's a company that prides on embarrassments and humiliations. Poopy fart jokes and hands going up somebody's asses and stuff. An elderly woman. Rest in peace. See, sorry, but I apologize up for that one. But man, this is a company that prides on it though. And don't be surprised by it. Is it say anything really negative about them? No. But you just expect it from them. Sometimes you leave one place and go to another where you don't feel like you're being appreciated there. Until you come back again eventually or something. Christian Cage was never thought of as anything when he first, after a while, he was in WWE for a minute. Then he went over to TNA, and then he came back and he screwed over again. And it kept being the merry-go-round, the merry-go-round. If you're going to be with anything, any walk of life, you're dealing with some crap. That's what's going to happen. Unless you start your own thing. These are people that stick their finger up in your face. They lick their spoon with their sour cream and go, I could do whatever I want with my stuff. And I ain't got to explain it to you. Well, I ain't got to stay there. I can leave and I can do whatever I want away from you. You can run your company and do whatever you want to do the way you want to do it. Please. Go ahead and lick your sour cream off your spoon. I don't care. Lick your little stuff. I don't want it. And spit on it if you want to. But that's also crazy though too. Say, because now if everybody else, if BC Amplified can say what he want to say on here, so can I. I have a platform too. So can Wrestling Jesus say what he want. So can Jared Alcad can say what he want about having have-nots. Everybody has to refuse to say what they want to say. Can't nobody tell me how to talk. And I'm going to continue to talk the way I want to talk. If you don't like it, it's too bad. You don't have to answer to it. You do not have to answer to it. I don't care about what you disagree with and what you don't like. Do whatever you want to do. You fill up in your little sex life and get your little pussy and you won't get mad at me. I don't care. Yeah. I'll take being a version of that over anything because you just think your shit don't stink after it. After you don't wash it. Whatever. But that's virtually it though, I said too, I ain't trying to look for make fine friends either or anything. Because you make the mistake of trying to get along with everybody and they end up stabbing you in the back and make you be a problem backstage. Or in anything you do. I had a job some 15 years ago, and I think it's my speculation, my theory, that somebody tried to set me up not to have that job anymore. Because they probably made that old man come up in the store and say that I made him forget his change, so I tried to take it, and I didn't. I was doing my job to remind him about his change, was helping back his groceries for it. I wasn't perfect either. Kiss my ass. I wasn't perfect, okay? You ain't either. If you're a doctor, you probably almost dropped the baby at the hospital when you was delivering it. Quit playing. Man. You in no way perfect. Man. But this is just the most judgmental ass country that I ever lived in. America. And America is so very judgmental. If you go over to Canada, they're not as judgmental so long as you're giving them a document. Yeah. And I saw a video and the rest are talking about that. Activity and everything, And he was showing he was rehabilitated. I just looked at a very educational video yesterday about that. And it's funny how they do ex-felons. When you over here, if you committed a crime before, he said it before, everything. In these states, they ain't easy to forgive you right away. It's kind of hard to get another job or another place. Yeah, we're the most judgmental country of all. That's why you don't tell America everything. Even if you're from it, you don't tell it everything. Because it's so judgmental. Sure, they'll say, I'll show you mine, you show me yours. That's not true. That ain't always the case. I ain't falling for that bull crap. I ain't falling for that BS. As soon as I tell something, you ready to judge. You ready to judge. That's what ends up happening. Yeah. Like Jesse Smollett, you're so easy and so quick to defend him after what he did, when he set up his own rape and lied about it. Now everybody else is defending him. Now you got Wendy Williams saying, "Oh, well, go ahead and let him celebrate and do what he want to do. Let him come near my way and I put my shows and stuff out on TV." I say, "Nope, you can't be here at all, because I can't have that toxic environment around me. You can't. You set up your own stuff. If everybody else want to forgive you, I don't have to." That's the way I float. That's the way I do things. But never once if I saw Alexa Bliss start anything in this whole thing with Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks has been starting it, with all due respect. She's been doing it. Most of the time, I say whatever I want to say, like any other fan would say. She's at the airport. She don't want to embrace a lot of fans. Guess who else does it? You don't see her always at the Comic-Con events. She's not at them all the time. ACC Comic-Con. Does she do Q&A? No, she doesn't. So I don't have to be a personal assistant to know that, And she never really had my daughter is a WWE superstar. No documentaries you see online, wherever they at, wherever outlet, even on here, whatever. No. I see it by what I watch and see here on this platform and online. I don't have to be a personal assistant to know all this. If you say if you do? Nah. There's pretty much people just giving speculations about things and all that stuff. I pretty much don't have time in the day to be one to be defeated by you, so I responded and did this video the first time back. You can kiss my ass. I don't need to be no personal assistant. You go to hell. I don't care. Man, you be the personal assistant. Who the hell you think you are? Who the hell you think you are? Personal assistant my ass. Get the fuck out of here with that. Please. You're the tool. If you fall for everything that Sasha Banks says, you're the tool. She's not. The reason why Alexa Bliss, because she does promote positivity. All I see with Sasha Banks is mostly negativity. Because she'll say, "Oh, think about Alexa Bliss. I know you have." Well, ain't nobody thinking about you, Sasha Banks, all the time, because you want to be involved in everything. It's not that you just have your time already. It's you not willing to compromise. You want to realize and see, this is what most of these wrestlers ain't realizing. And we know this ain't the Attitude Era. But even now, I shred this day with this new age technology because it's pissing me off. This social media is fucking pissing me off. Because before it came along, before YouTube, before Twitter, before Facebook, before Instagram, people were at least telling each other stuff to their face. Now you want to hide behind a text message or a keyboard, and you want to hide behind a chat. Why don't you say it to my face? You wouldn't want to say it to my face because you don't want to deal with the repercussions of it. That's why. Like in the Attitude Era of wrestling, wrestlers learned to get along with each other a little bit. Yeah, they couldn't stand each other, but you didn't have these stupid little topics popping up on YouTube because YouTube wasn't created back then. It wasn't created until 7 years later or more. It was created in 2004, 2005. Man, that's when it started to happen then. Yes. The Stone Cold Steve Austin and maybe The Rock or Triple H and The Rock learned to get along with each other a little bit outside the ring. They couldn't stand each other, but they weren't trashing each other. And if a fan had a different opinion, it wasn't always there to put out and somebody else disagreed. None of this shit was going on there at the time. They didn't understand if you're going to get ahead in the company, you got to learn to get along with each other. Isn't there Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks will have to learn to do? I don't see why every time somebody starts something with you, you're always the one wrong. That's corrupt. That's exactly what it is. Oh, this person started. Maybe you said something wrong. Why don't you apologize? No, they apologize. The hell with that. Man. Because I said something before when I said that she would be a cross between a Rey Mysterio or a Trish Stratus and everything like that. And she is getting like that a little bit. So I know what I'm talking about because I've seen the facial expressions and the features when she getting serious more. I've seen it recently. Maybe not Rey Mysterio, but maybe Trish Stratus. I've compared up the two. The same person in their villainous role when they spray paint in character another adversary in the ring, they both did the same way. They did it on their backside. Trish Stratus did it years before Alexa did it, then Alexa did it years later. Is it a coincidence? I think not. You can't tell me what I don't know, because I do. May not be a lot, but some. Okay? That's just for the record. And I'm letting you know that right now. Man. And you don't gotta be a personal assistant to know some of this stuff either. You really don't. And you don't have to really talk to one to know that. You don't have to. But as soon as it's controversial on here, any topic about that, like with the thing about Bailey not high-fiving that fan or whatever, I'm not shaking the head of that fan. Yeah, they need to get over it. I'm going back to say again, I'm keeping my stance. They need to get over it. And I'm not going to change what I said about it at all. I'm not changing it. No way, no how. I'm not changing it. No. Just like the thing with Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss. You know why I'm not changing it? Because I think even though there is both sides to one story to have in the proof, the other person, usually 100%, who doesn't participate in the petty feud is not the one that start the fight. And they're not the one being a tool. I'm just sick of this judgmental ass country. They're not going to leave you alone until you do something bad, till you commit a crime, till you murder someone, you do something against somebody and force it upon their will. Not that I'm saying you should condone that, but even then they'll be judgmental. Good old USA, good old United States of America, the most judgmental ass country ever. Man. 100% grade A judgmental. And that's just crazy. Man, this is nowhere in the world. And I seen the tweet because I get on Twitter because I just look at different stuff, right? And see if anything was not negative. And she did say in her interviews and her podcast that she promotes positivity. I don't see Sasha Banks anywhere in that category, of that individuality. She doesn't promote any positivity or anything. And she had mentioned months ago, a couple of years back, she was tired of her fake ass stories about she knew the Hardy Boys and she didn't and she wanted to always wrestler and all that stuff. She played toys, kids, and all the stuff about the anorexia and what is it? What's I was going to say? What else? And the eating disorder and stuff. Why would anybody make that up? Come on now. Why would anybody make that? Why would anybody be lying about that? If anything, Sasha Banks is the tool. She's the tool. She's petty. That's what she said on Twitter back there when she blocked her. And then she says back, you scared? And then she says, no, just tie your petty shit in the terms with the emoji part right there. That's what I think about it. Do I need to be a personal assistant to it? Hell no. To say anything about it. No, I don't need to be a personal assistant to it. That's my take on it. You can take it or leave it.